I bought the Tiffany dial Casio so that you don't have to. In my hands, I am holding the Tiffany dial Casio MTP-1302D-2A2VCF. That's a lot of numbers and letters for not a lot of watch. This is a 38mm brass chrome-plated case, stainless steel bracelet watch with a Tiffany Blue colored dial. The movement on the inside is just the same movement in the Casio Duro, which is a dive watch that Casio makes that a few months back I was able to get 3 of them for $10 each. I gave 2 of them away to a friend slash cousin, and then I sold the other one. And when I saw this watch in my kind of local Casio dealer jewelry store place, I thought, it's $70. Let's see if it's worth $70 worth of your money. The case of this watch is actually made of brass and it's just chrome plated. So it's not actually a stainless steel case, it is brass. The bracelet is hollow fold over link. If you can kind of look, the links are just like folded over metal. I don't even know what you would like call that, but very cheap. Has a stamped clasp with another Casio clasp. It closes like so, and to open it, it opens by the tab. It's really stiff, but it opens up by the tab. Then of course you have the Tiffany Blue dial, and it has a date at 3 o'clock. Do I think all of this is worth $70? Kind of. Me personally, I got this watch for 2 reasons. Number 1, of course, to make a video on it, make my thoughts on the watch. And number 2, to try to become a little bit less of a quartz snob. I don't hate quartz watches, but to me, they're just not exciting and cool like an automatic watch is, for example. In one of my last videos, I talked about the Ice Blue Tissot PRX. This is, of course, automatic. And this watch, when I wear it, it feels like a cool watch. When I put this on, it feels like a very, very cheap, boring, dumb watch. It just is not exciting. I do think that the color of the dial is actually really nice, and if we go ahead and we compare it to the Ice Blue PRX, you can see that the Tiffany is a little bit more of a green color, where the Ice Blue PRX is a more of an icy white blue color. They're both really nice blues, and they are both a little bit different. I do prefer the color of the Tiffany Casio, but the texture and literally everything else about the PRX. To my knowledge, when this watch was at its most hyped out moment, it was selling for roughly like $300, high $200. And at that price, I think that is insanely stupid. I don't even think $100 for this watch is worth it. I think if you can get it at retail, or even less than retail, like maybe $40, that would be a good price range where I can give it the thumbs up of approval. But it sounds cheap, it feels cheap, it is cheap, but it has a cool color dial. Wow. What are your thoughts on the Tiffany Blue dial Casio MTP 1302D2A2VCF? I think it's gonna be a nice oil change, yard work, dirty ruin watch for me. But what are your thoughts? I'm curious to know. Leave them down below. And yeah, Tiffany Blue, the best colorway to obviously ever exist.